Right, this is the third take of this. I couldn't get the shine off the book on the pages as well, so hopefully I've sorted it out now. So this is the LCA landing craft book I was talking about. There's quite a few different versions of it, but the main one we're talking about is this, the actual troop carrying one that was used on D-Day and in Italy. And so it's been used all over the place where the British and were in action with the Americans as well. So there you go. So it's quite a big, a well-known craft. So anyway, so what we're going to do is have a quick look through the book and then show you the bits and pieces. And now you can actually see that. Now this is, if I didn't have this cover on, it's really nice. So really, what's the name? So book's easy to look. So anyway, so it's waffling again. There we go. Nice photograph here. Now last time when I had the book, it was too much shine. It's a bit of shine still, but at least it's a bit more manageable now. So this was good. And the photograph there, you can see a larger landing craft, also with the Sherman with a dozer on the front by the looks of that one. So there you go. That's the one we'll be building. Well, not that one, but similar. All the bits and pieces. Now you couldn't read that last time when I was down the last two times, but you can actually look at it now. So if you want to read it, you can actually freeze it, and if you've got an iPad, you can do the old pinch test to enlarge it. So these are the contents about inception design, layout and build, crews, parent ships, techniques and tactics, the army on board, and specialist craft and roles, because they did convert this craft with a few odds and ends. Mortars were definitely one used on the beach for the Americans when they had to climb the cliffs, and they used to have to use mortars to get the ropes up on the cliff. So that was one of them. Another one that had a turret on. I think there's another test one for that. Anyway, and then the operations and when it was used as well. Quite a well written book. I've read a little bit of it. And this is the sort of thing where I think of my my father-in-law being a crew member now. So, and he'd have been the pikeman most probably, or the machine gunner. He never did tell me which one it was. If he did mention about using a pike, that's what he did do. Whether he did fire the machine gun at the front, I don't know, or the Bren, I don't know. So anyway, but that's one of the things that he didn't say. Of course, he was getting towards the end of his life anyway. But anyway, so here we go. Design and inception. You can see one early ones with a wider. I think you could get a Jeep on those. That's more of a vehicle, a small vehicle landing one. And then it's the same thing. And see, it's got a vehicle on it there already. So just goes to show. And this is some of the early Fleming craft at the beginning. It was designed early and then not built. And there's another one. You can see there, they've got actually little curtains like along there. And I think you could store stuff behind the panels anyway. There's one picture a lot further in that actually shows you that. I'm showing you photographs. There's a design, and this is where the actual the stoker would be called. Stoker because of the fact it was the engine. So you had 4 crew members, and one of them was a stoker, and the coxswain was the one in command, and they had 2 other sailors with him as well, merchants, ordinary seamen. So there you go, and I didn't know, but their stoker was in here dealing with the engines, so in this area, and he had a hatch, well these 2 hatches, but there's one central hatch that they had as well on some of them. So anyway, so there you go, and there it all is, works. There's places on this I'm not sure whether they've been metal for where you put your feet or not, but most of the decking inside is actually timber. And if I look at this bit, if you can see what I mean over here, this bit here, I'm going to do that in wood. I might even make a few things, but it could have been metal, but I don't think so. I think it would have been wood as well. So I'm going to paint it wood, and the good thing is if it isn't wood, then I can also repaint it later on into a grey colour to go with the rest of the cabin area that's in. That's the foot area for the cabin. So I'm waffling a bit, I know. And here you can see the framework being built. Now, so these were being built in a large warehouse, obviously, but a lot of furniture companies were actually building these because they deal with wood all the time, so they had all the equipment, the glues and stuff to do it. The only difference is they had to learn a bit about building one of these. So there you go, and you can see some ladies in question because they were usually during World War II. They released men to do other roles, and some of the older men that was too old to serve are basically still older gentlemen doing the work still. So there you go. obviously it had skillful people that actually couldn't release to do it because they call it a protected industry. Like steam drivers in the World War II, they was all anyone on the railway and steam drivers were what they call what is that called, the word, a protected grade, so because I didn't want to lose any steam drivers. Nice one there with the ropes hanging down. Now I want to make sure I'm going to get mine because I'm going to use the plastic ones. I've looked at them and I thought to myself, I can muck about to replacing it, but then it'd be awkward. So I'm going to go with the ropes that are there, and I might heat them up a little bit and give them a little bit different pattern to what they are, and make sure they hang away from the actual hole a little bit as well. And on this photograph, I think you can see there's the armour plate, because there was an armour plate. There was an armour plate put on above the engine deck, and at one point they decided to make it lighter to remove that, but they had so many problems, I suppose, during action, they actually put it back on again, and so it was up there, because we have got armour plating at the front. It doesn't it's tank their arms, but it does protection against bullets. But so that's what they did, and they put it back on again. So there you go. And then they're back into their building. That's a painting coming from a painting. And there's one that you can see there, all the way up there. So they was built with small furniture companies as well, along rivers, and they just float them off. There it's in use. Combined operations. And it goes on. And this is the area where they used to be trained. And they're different bases. Now I don't know which one. I think I could look at his stuff and see where he went, but where he was, my father-in-law. But I might do that later if I get time. Stokers and signallers. And there it is. This is the bit I found out about, because this is where the engine is. And look, and there's a hatch there, exit hatch, and he's sitting in there dealing with all the signals coming from the coxswain, I presume. Because he steers it, and there's a little instruments and instructions back to him, and he must have had to deal with. I'm going to read that later, and I might be able to confirm that anyway. But he definitely sits in there dealing with all the bits and pieces. Must have been terrible in there with that two motors going. Anyway, so coming on, and it goes about the discipline and officers going through it. Carries on, and there's some of the LCAs on the side of a ship. This is obviously a civilian ship converted over for troops. And carrying on. And there's another one running at the beach. And this was a practice. This is the troops landing on the beach during exercise at Portsmouth area in May '44. And my father-in-law might have even been doing that. And I tried to look down. You can see all the wood there. You can see it's definitely wood. And you can see a bit of grain in some places, but those bits that are going across are the actual stopper boat slipping backwards on the board, so that's what it is. And you can see there's things being thrown in there, just not the Brent gun's not there. There you go. So it's worth looking at this bit. And oops, carry on. There is flags we use for practice signals. I don't think they would have done that going down on the beaches at in Normandy. I don't think so. I'll just go like this now, so we just see what I mean. There's another one, British troops in. You can see that that's like a canvas. It looks like a canvas, and it's stretched over. And I believe some of this would actually roll over and cover this area up, I suppose, if it was needed during rain. You've got something like that going across, haven't you? But till you actually speak to someone that was actually on there, there's loads of questions I would love to ask my father-in-law, but obviously at the time I didn't think of them. And there you go, it's the seating. So you've got a bowman, a coxswain, a gunner, and then and he's sitting in the engine room at the back. You can see it there straight away, and he's got two hatches to come out, but in late one of them's got one at the back, a circular one as well, so the later ones. Anyway, so find out where it is later on. And there's the one I was talking about. I think you can that's better, you can see that now. Converted to a gunboat, basically. Oops. I'll show you the photographs. There you go. It mentions the ducks. They were great vehicles with the old six-wheeler when they go on the beaches and go up there. But the point is, they was very slow in the water, so that's why I think they just stayed with landing craft as long as they did. They're in the harbour. Gives you an idea. This is one with the 2 square hatches. That's pictures. Seen those. There again. This one's in North Africa landings, and this is one of the later ones, I think. The one with the old mast for the radio. That's Juno Beach in 94 Canadians. I think I remember that photograph being in Dieppe, but I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, so that's what the book looks like, and I'll hold it like I say, don't get a shine. There you go. Really worth having. I'm going to start reading that during this build, so looking forward to that. Anyway, so I don't know how long this video is. It's oh crumbs, it's already gone to 34 minutes. Right, anyway, so I'm going to call that quits for this, and this might be a segment on its own, I think. It's going to be a book update, basically. Oh no, I will put a segment of me doing some building on the back, just to give it a little bit extra meat as it were. Right, see you in the next segment. Right, we're back for the second segment, and what I want to do now is cut out all these bits I've got on here. So to cut the seats, actually, the seats out that go in, all the benches I call them. Here we go then, so let's get going. I'll do one and then do the other two off camera. So, because it's a bit silly sitting here just doing all three like this. Because I think the video's quite long already. Because what I did with the with the actual book. Nearly there now. Yep. Oops. No, must have forgot to do something about there. Or cut right through. There you go. And they basically fit on there like that. So what I've got to do is do two more, and then I will spray them black on camera, and then that's it. So I'm going to come back in a second. I'll be doing this bit here, cutting the other two off. Hi, well, back to the another segment of this update number 2, and I've got excuse me, I've got a frog in the throat. I've shaken this up now. I didn't have to put it on the old shaker, and I'm going to be doing these black as well, so that I can actually fix them on and do the painting. Fix them on either during the painting of the decks or stick afterwards. Anyway, anyway, so here we go. So what I'm going to do is put some. My compressor just finished when I filling up when I do some. There you go. I think I've put my gloves on, even though I don't know why, because I've got the sticks to hold them. But every now and then I touch something stupid and end up with black paint on my hand or whatever colour it is. There you go. So right, bring the old spray gun. Notice I'm using the small one because I'm only doing small amounts, and sometimes it's okay like this. I'll put enough in there just to do the job. I'll move that out of the way though, because I've got a bit of knocking things over. So we're going to give this a little spray. That's it. I'm going to put the compressor on now. Not the compressor, the extractor. Right, there we go then. I'll start with the bottom. doing this so I can get some shadows when I actually go over the other colour paints. Now I'm going to be using quite a few good colours here. So I'm going to leave the deck a natural wood colour because I don't think they would have mucked about spraying it just to have it walked all over and all the paint come off anyway. And the seawater would have done quite a bit anyway. So that's that one done. Next one. Because I'm doing a small model, it's much easier doing it like this because I can only have to put a bit of paper across here and just spray towards the booth and it's sorted out. And I'm not spraying like the clouds, so that is good. One done. Oh, and that one bites the dust. Oh, big video in there then. Done. There you go. They're not even touching me around anyway, so. Right, so that bit's done, so I'll come back in a minute when I've cleaned up and the airbrush. And we'll have a look at starting doing some of the woodwork on the panels. So here we go. Switch off the old no, I'll leave that on because I've got to do some cleaning. So right, I'll switch off now and I'll see you in the next segment. Well, we're back now and I'm going to be giving a Deck Tan, a Tamiya XF78 Deck Tan, lightly over this because I'm going to be doing other colour shades as well. So I'm going to be doing it very lightly. So here we go. I'm going to put my spray booth on. Sorry, I've knocked the camera there. There you go. I'm sitting in the chair. It's not like. There we go. Right. Start with the front section first. Now I've got a feeling I'm going to be masking this bit off for grey later on, and put the colour for the inside, because I'm thinking I can go with that, and if it is changed, I can always change it over to the wood colour. But anyway, but the wood, the way they've done it looks like it could have been metal. So here we go. So. There you go, that's got better right there. back valve up a little bit more, or the valve at the back I should say, for the actual flow back, airflow. Let that dry a little bit. Have a bit of a change now, going one of these benches. That one done for now. Like I said, I'll put it over there out of the way. Clean the old valve from front. I get no paint anyway. Clean the lid off, even though it's not too bad. Back on. I normally keep it off, but for some reason I'm putting it, keep it on there. Right, there we go. And now I'll carry on doing this other chair. Underneath, not quite something necessary, but I'll do it. do the bottom this time first. Sorry, I was going out of the camera there. Moving. There we go. I've got to paint these grey. I was using a paintbrush for that. So. bits, some in the coat, so I don't think I'm finished with it. This is the as I'm going to come off of this. I'm going to get near to an hour video. I don't think we're going to be doing that. I'll stop up for this for the moment. We'll give that a play. So I have to go over the gate, haven't I? Because it could have been wood. It might have been a sheet wood. Right, that's going to be, that one's going to look like this one. I'm going to switch off now and call this the end of this update, and I'll carry on doing that, and you'll see a bit of what I've done in the next update. So thank you very much for watching this update. It's rather long, it's coming up to an hour now, so you might have to skip through some if you don't want to watch it anyway. So thank you very much, and stay safe out there. It's a funny old world.